You can't go halfway with the king. Look, I just want to pick something apart real quick, okay? There's a narrative in the world right now that just says, man, you do it your way. Like, you get God as much as you want God in your life, but you do it your way. And for some of us, like, that's really filtered into our relational life. And I know plenty of Christians who are just like, yeah, God's awesome, he's everything, but man, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to live with my boyfriend. I'm going to live with my girlfriend. I just like, that's how we want it. You know, it's great. Like, I know what's best for me. I'm going to do that however I want. But what God's word actually says is, when it comes to sex, which is a gift of God, by the way, it's not a dirty thing. That is, like, God had that in mind. If you don't believe me, man, you need to go back to our relationship series. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. He wants it for us. But he wants us to save it for marriage. That's the context, where it's safest, where it's most beautiful, it's most treasured. He wants to save it for marriage. Now, and some of us, like, you might be in a place where you're like, man, I've come to believe that Jesus really is who he is, but I want to do this whole relationship and sex thing my way. Here's what I want to say. Number one, I'm not condemning you. And God's not condemning you either. But he is asking you this question. Sister, if he's your forever guy, like if he's the guy, what would hold you back from getting married this week? Brother, like, is she your forever girl? Is she the one? What would hold you back this week from getting married? And oh, by the way, I want you to know this. I can help you with that. No kidding. I did this months ago when we did this series. We talked about this and the beauty of God's design, and that he's not there to condemn us or to constrain us, but actually to give us life, and that's why he designed it this way. I said, oh, by the way, if you're in that place, we don't condemn you, but I want to invite you, do it God's way, and you're going to receive all the blessing in the world for that, and I'd love to help you with that. I had a couple come up to me after the service and said, why didn't anyone tell me this before? We've been living together, and we have this wedding that we're waiting for and all that, but could you help us get married this week? I was like, let's do it. Literally, they went to town hall, grabbed their certificate. We went to Greeley Park, got under a gazebo. I led them through a sweet, short ceremony, just the three of us. And what happened is I told them, look, have the party. A year out, 2 years out, I don't care. And if you're in that place, have the party, 2 years. I don't care how long you wait for that. Do it God's way now. No halfway obedience. Do it his way. Obey him. What do you got to lose? And I don't care if anybody knows about it. This is between you and God, because Jesus is asking you, who do you say that I am? The wild thing is, I met with this guy this past week that I helped get married this past fall. And he said, Scott, God's changed my life. That was one of the best decisions I ever made. And the crazy thing is that I used to be anxious about a lot of things in life. About my job, about my direction, where I was going. And recently, I've had a lot of things turn on me at work. People that aren't treating me the right way. People that are trying to withhold some things in my life. And in that moment, I keep hearing God say, just trust me. Just trust me. And he said, Scott, I have no anxiety anymore. I'm confident. God's changed my life. And I can't wait for what's next, because he's got my back. Church.